Okay, so this is part 2 for creating our dashboard. So we are coming nearly to the end of the entire course, and we are going to create all the widgets that we need in our tab 2, which is country specific. And we should be able to have, for example, a breakdown filter, a filter in our dashboard where we can select the country we want, and then once we select the country we want, it's going to show the result for that country specifically. Okay, let's start to do that. So the first thing is to create the filter in our dashboards. To do that, click on the menu here and then click on dashboard properties, and then you can see here you have a breakdown source tab. Click on edit there, and then you will get to this page. This is where we can add our breakdown. So we do have a country breakdown source. I'm going to add that one. Click on save, and we should be able to see now a filter. Now you can see country breakdown now, and you have select elements. So we can select any country that we want. For example, I'm going to check if I have all countries. I have Zimbabwe. Great, so I have here all the countries. Okay, so now let's start to build our country specific tab. All the widgets that we need, we are going to insert here. So the first widget is going to be a score widget, so I'm going to create that one. Okay, so add that one, and it's going to be, for example, total confirmed cases. So nothing different from what we have done previously. So the previous video, we have created widgets to see scores, the global scores. Now we are creating the same widget, nothing different. The only difference that we are going to see here is the follow element checkbox that you can actually see here. So if you check that one, you can select the breakdown, which is the country breakdown. Okay, and it will show the result for the country we are going to select. Okay, the rest you can keep it, and then click on submit. Great, so let's now see, let's pick any country that we want and see if we have the result is going to change or not. So I selected here Afghanistan. You can see here I have a result for Afghanistan. Okay, so from now on, all we need to do is to just create all our other scores. Okay, total active cases, total death cases, total recovered cases. Same process. Select here performance analytics, new score, and then click on the link. Give it a name for your widget. So it's going to be total recovered cases. Select your indicator. Make sure you select follow element, country breakdown, and that's it. And you have to notice when you select follow element that you have one grayed out field which is saying aggregate. Okay, so that means if you select two countries in your select elements, it is basically going to add the results. So if you select Afghanistan and Algeria, for example, it's going to actually put together, so it's going to make the sum. Okay, for the score we don't have any choices. We have to do like this. Is by default we have that field grayed out, so we need to, it's going to be aggregate. Okay, for scores. So let's now finish with the our widgets, score widgets. So total death cases, the indicator is total death cases here. Follow element, country, click on submit. Great, so we have done with our score widgets. So we should be able to see all our 4 widgets now. Okay, so here you can see the result for Austria. Okay, let's now create another widget. This time is going to be a time series widget. And click on add here, and it's going to show us the evolution of confirmed cases, active cases, recovered cases, and death cases in a form of chart. And this is going to be column chart, and we are going to let's say apply the breakdown. So we're going to check here the box follow element and the breakdown country, and we will have a different option here. We can separate the result or aggregate. Okay, so here time series, the type it's going to be column chart. Give it a label. Okay, pick a color. Okay, let's select here follow element here, and then country, and you can see here the field is not grayed out. We can select between aggregate and separate. What does that mean? So if you select two countries, and if you have separate here, it's going to show the results separately. Okay, so you will have two column chart within one widget. Okay, so click on submit. Great, so we do have now the evolution of confirmed cases and for a certain period here, and you can just drag and drop the way you want. You can place it wherever you want, and all we need to do from this point is to create all our other widgets like active cases, evolution of active cases, recover cases, and so on. I forgot to do one thing, which is, for example, we can change here the date settings. So we can put for a period of maximum period, and then we can have a show date range selector. Okay, that's going to allow you to change the period in the widget. Okay, so now let's create all of our other widgets in the same it's the same process. So let's do for recover cases. Right, so let's do now for evolution of active cases. And we do the same for the death cases. Great, so we have now our second row. Perfect. Now the next thing is to create another time series widget, but this time we are going to compare a little bit the confirmed cases and active cases with the area chart, and we will have both chart in the same widget. So let's do that. So it's a new time series widget. Okay, click on the link here. Okay, I gave here a title. You can see the title, evolution of confirmed cases versus active cases. So I'm going to select here indicator total confirmed cases. So let's give it a label here. Pick a color. So follow element, country, show multiple elements. I'm going to select here, for example, aggregate. And the period max, and I check the box show date range selector, and it's going to be an area chart. Okay, click on submit. I should have an area chart now. Great, so you can see here we have our confirmed cases. This is the evolution of confirmed cases in an area chart, and we can add one more widget here, widget indicator, which is going to be our active cases on the same widget. So let me just rename give it another label here. It's going to be confirmed cases. That's the right one. Save that one, and then let's add our widget indicator. So it's going to be total active cases, and follow element, okay, so pick a color here, so label is going to be, for example, active cases, and followed breakdown is country. Okay, click on submit. That's it. We have added our indicator, widget indicator, and we should have two area chart in the same widget. So that's what we want. Okay, as you can see here, we have two area chart in the same widget, one for active cases, one for confirmed cases. And if you select two countries, here we have the result for Austria. If you select two countries, it's going to aggregate the result, so you're going to have the sum of those countries. Same thing for the total confirmed cases and recovered cases. But in the level of the second row that you can see here, all our column chart is going to be separated. So now we have to just repeat the same process to create our evolution of dead cases and recovered cases. Okay, so it's a new time series, so evolution of recover versus active versus dead cases. So I'm going to select here recover cases, area chart, the right label, recover cases, follow breakdown country, aggregate, just pick a color, click on submit. That's it. So we have our chart for recovered cases, and we need to add one more widget indicator in the settings, in the parameters here. So click on new, add total dead cases, put an order, select the color, give it a label. That's it. So it's the same process. Great. So we have done with the creation of the dashboard. We have our dashboard, we have the selection of countries, we have our global situation report, we have the country specific report. We can change any countries, see the result for the country that we want. We are done. So hope you enjoyed the entire series, and have a good one.